Coach, they love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he gets him set up near midfield for the moment, but with that penalty marker down, I don't know if it's going to hold.
Here we go. What we got? What we got? What we got?
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. He's got a first down past the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 83 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check 31, check 31.
Jackson from the shotgun. He finds an opening past the 40. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. The 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Mixon with a first down carry. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here you go.
From just shy of midfield, Dalton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Dalton here from the gun. And Eifert has it. And he's got this down to the 35. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35.
16 yards. And the Bengals first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Let's go.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Joe Mixon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Hands up. Lead.
Oh, here we go. Oh.
Hands up.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial out? Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
After the interception, here's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Nice big gain there from Marquise Brown, first-round pick out of Oklahoma. Of course, his cousin knows a thing or two about big catches in the NFL. That's Antonio Brown. And now Hollywood hoping to carry on the family tradition of solid production at the wide receiver position. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Come on, D. That's it.
From the gun, it's Jackson. It's caught by Mark Ingram. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. It was a solid check down there with pressure coming, wasn't it?
It was, because you're trying to go through your progression, and when you have that type of pressure in your face, it changes what you're doing and how fast you have to do your reads, and able to come back and find him in open space. That's a really nice play.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a guy coming off a strong rookie season, Gus Edwards. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Got a man, it's Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Check 99. Check 99.
Back to Mixon on first down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Quit talking about it and play it.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Dalton. Jalen Ferguson in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
First down, Bengals.
Hands up, lead.
57. Watch the out, watch the out.
Hands up.
It's Mixon on the counter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They'll go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounces. 8 ounces is good.
All right, just checking.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run here with Mixon, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
50 seconds to Mike.
Now on 2nd and 13. Dalton. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. 30, 10, 5. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
You got nothing. 41.
Passing, it's Dalton. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Dalton. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
368. General West.
Throwing, Dalton. He gets this one to Boyd. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. They'll run on first down. Nixon. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Cut. I got it. 58's the money. 58's the money.
Dalton, first and 10. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
Watch 57. Strip that ball. Mike's 57.
Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. It's caught by Bryant. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Andy Dalton now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Eifert, as the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. So now Dalton will lead the Bengals to the line as they'll come up and go for 2. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he'll get in for the score. And that's going to cut the lead down to 13. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This fielded at the 2. And terrific field position here as they finally get him just shy of the midfield stripe.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, you're almost in field goal position.
Now a play fake here on first down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Edwards. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Go. Yep, go. 56, Mike, 56. Focus, defense, focus.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They toss to Ingram. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
Mike, 50 seconds.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
Check three. 50 seconds to Mike.
Okay. Spell.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be third down. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram. He goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield. Although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and
rare.
excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Nice. Hey, team 6.
From the 36, Dalton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, defense, back up. 41's the Mike. 41's the Mike.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Kill. Check, Mike.
On 3rd down, Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. That one goes for 24 yards.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Mike 54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Go.
From the 44, Jackson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
From the gun on third down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Miles Boykin, his second touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Just like that.
Side.
Buzz. Be ready.
Chopper! Here you go, can! Hey, wahoo!
57 Mike 57.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Hey! High 7!
Mike 57.
And Dalton to throw. Airing one out for Boyd. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 14.
368! Go!
It's coming this way. Here we go. 58.
Dalton here from the gun. He completes it to Bryant. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Watch out.
On 1st down, Mixon. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
I'm going to come back.
Regular.
Back to you.
Dalton. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Andy Dalton now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
14's moving.
368!
Strong right.
Operating from the gun. Dalton. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert it? And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. So now Dalton will lead the Bengals to the line as they'll come up and go for 2.
Watch the pass.
They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, and the Bengals look like they got it back. They did. Bengal football. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought Charles. As someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
Takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Five, six.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Got his man. It's Eifert. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Room here to run. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 25 yards that time.
44.
From the gun, Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Another try after the 1st down sack. Dalton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Ingram again. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Don't let him breathe. Play out, Mayweather. Don't let him breathe, defense.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Kill, kill, kill. Shift it.
Now Jackson rolling to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
Check the screen.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Ravens, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3 and 3. And they'll get a chance